When you think of hiking in Italy, the first thing that comes to mind is the Alps, and specifically the Dolomites, with the rugged cliffs, the alpine meadows, and the raging whitewater rivers. But did you know that a place like this also exists in central Italy? And what's even better, it's pretty much only known by the locals, so there are way less tourists and hikers there. Italy essentially consists of two main mountain ranges, the Alps and the Apennines. And Abruzzo is the most mountainous region in the Apennine Mountains. Today I'll show you how we hiked up to Gran Sasso, which is the highest peak in the Apennine Mountains, sitting at 2,900 meters above sea level. So right now we're at 2,100 meters, and on the top it's 2,900 meters, so it's not really that much of a climb, only 800 meters. The first section of the climb was fairly easy because the trail starts near a very popular trailhead and a lot of people walk the first 100 meters to get a better vantage point. We got lucky with a very sunny and a warm day, not typical for the end of November, so the surrounding views are just spectacular. After an hour, we finished the first of the three sections by reaching a ridge where it got really windy. We put on some layers and continued our hike. As we approached closer, we saw the second section of the trail. There was a bit of snow, but not too much, so we thought we'd be able to get to the top without any equipment. As always is the case, when you're at the bottom, things always seem more sketchy than they really are. In reality, it isn't really that bad. Just a bit of snow and some rocks. We safely got to the second section. All that was left now was to finish the third section, which would prove to be the most difficult one. We finally found a spot where there's pretty much no wind. So we finally got to sit down and take in all the views around us. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Over that hill, you can see the Adriatic Sea and Croatia over there. And to that side, you can see the Mediterranean, and Rome is somewhere there. The trail finally started to become a bit more dangerous because you had to walk over a few sections of snow where slipping could cause you to slide down pretty far and potentially injure yourself. But other than that, the trail was pretty safe so far. As we approached the top, we had to start using our hands and being really careful where we put our feet, because we had to walk over loose rocks and ice. Almost all of the shots filmed in this video were with the Insta360 X3 action camera, which is the sponsor of today's video. With it, you can shoot all kinds of creative footage. For example, you can use the 3-meter-long extended selfie stick to create a shot that looks very similar to a drone shot. You can also create a time-lapse by setting it up on a tripod, or you can create a hyperlapse by putting it in front of you, walking for a bit, and then speeding it all up in post. You can also create a third-person shot by putting it on a selfie stick and then putting it over your shoulder. Or you can simply hold it in front of you and talk to the camera, which is what I'm doing right now. The main idea behind it is that it films a 360 video. It does this by having a very wide lens on each side and then automatically stitching it all together in post. This gives you a lot of freedom because you don't have to worry about framing the shot. Just hold the camera in front of you, and later when editing you can change the direction of the shot, the scale or the resolution, or you can even change the width or the depth of the shot. It's very small and lightweight. You don't have to worry about it getting wet because it is waterproof up to 10 meters in depth. And it's also able to film video in 5.7K quality, which is quite a lot. I think that the Insta360 X3 is a really good camera for hikers who want to document their hikes just because of how small, lightweight, robust, and versatile it is. The good news is that they're running a Black Friday sale right now. Using the link in the video description, you'll get 10% off and free accessories. Thank you Insta360 for sponsoring this video. But now let's get back to the hike. Honestly, we should probably have stopped there, but we continued a bit further up because we could see the end of the ridge very close. Oh shit. At this point, I realized that it was becoming too dangerous, even though there were only 50 meters of elevation left between us and the top. So we stopped over here and spent some time soaking up the amazing scenery around us. A few guys in mountaineering equipment passed us by very carefully, so I think we made the right choice by not continuing. If you're looking for a remote place to hike in Italy, you might want to give the Apennines a try, because this place is just 100 kilometers east of Rome and it's simply spectacular. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to check out the Insta360 X3 using the link in the video description.